path of Trika Mahasara Yoga contains some foundation training as a very important basis for the rest of the entire path. When we're taking this path, we have to find out who we are. So the phase of self-discovery is extremely important in our path of practice. So in this way, Tantrik Enneagram, along with a few other courses and trainings, which can be taken online or in person, are very important aspects of grounding into the waking down process, discovering the limitations that we have in our conditioning of our body, our speech, and our mind, so that then we can work to free ourselves of them and become liberated ultimately with the higher work of Trika Mahasara Yoga. Tantrik Enneagram is a unique opportunity to learn what I think is one of the greatest self-observation, self-discovery technologies available in its original form, or as close to its original form from the ancient yogi Sufi days as possible. Enneagram, if you know anything about it, has gone through, in the last 3 or 4 generations of teachers, since Gurdjieff brought it out from the East, Enneagram has gone through iterations that have become extremely psychologized and have lost their spiritual roots to the point where even the energy centers associated with the Enneagram personality types are incorrect and so forth. And this has implications when we go into work into deeper levels of, say, Tantric Yoga or Tantric Buddhism or Tantric Shaivism, whatever. So learning Tantric Enneagram is one of the greatest ways that a person can see themselves clearly, see the patterns that each of the 9 types of personalities constantly projects from inborn karma, right? We come in with this number. It doesn't develop in our childhood. If our Enneagram personality number developed, our type developed in childhood, we could change it. We could change those personality traits, but we can't. They're inborn, they're fixed. And this is one of the biggest principles that are different between a Tantric Enneagram approach and the modern psychologically oriented Enneagram, which says that your personality typing was developed as a child in your home environment, which is totally not true. Because it's inherent, and this is what also makes Tantric Enneagram very different and why I recommend it over any other type, because it's inherent, because it's inborn, due to your past karmas, vasanas, pratyayas, the past impressions on your psychic continuum, it also holds the potential that discovering the negative limiting factors is also discovering what will liberate you. What are your positive strengths? What are your virtues? This is a really powerful thing in Tantric Yoga especially. So by understanding Tantric Enneagram, you will get to know what specific patterns that you have deeply stored in body, speech, and mind from previous lives that are showing up now. So it's a way for us in the now, in the present, to touch back into what we were before that made us the way we are, which is ignorant of our true nature as enlightened beings, unable to express unlimited wisdom and compassion. But to do it in a way where what we understand as the negative is reframed, transformed, alchemized, if you will, through Tantric Yoga practice and understanding into the very virtues of enlightened display. These are the 2 main things I think that make our Enneagram very different than psychologized Enneagram. And I encourage everybody who's on the path of self-discovery, especially if you're taking up any type of deeper path of Tantra, whether it's Shaiva Tantra or a Taoist practice or Buddhism or whatever, to really take advantage of this kind of self-understanding. Because I've seen many, many people go way down the track in their path and have psychological blind spots, psycho-emotional blind spots that hold them back. It's well known in Tantric Yoga that the emotions that are left untended to become the big blocks later. The big ones like lust and anger, but there's also fear and there's ignorance and there's so many others, right? So this will really help your ability to get the light turned on to those dark areas of your psyche, your emotions, learn how to work with them so they become the beauty of essence display through virtues in your personality display, right? Every enlightened being has a personality display. And for these reasons, I encourage you to explore this vehicle of Tantric Enneagram. Hope to see you there.